Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Robyn is finally in the hospital after her condition deteriorated. Janelle&Meri claim it is the outcome of sin. In the past few weeks, Robyn Brown has noticeably vanished from the public eye. Known for her tearful interviews and emotional outbursts on Sister Wives, she hasn't posted anything to social media in weeks. That silence triggered rumors online, with fans speculating everything from marital collapse with Cody to serious illness. Then the news hit: Robyn had been hospitalized. While exact details about her condition are being tightly guarded, insiders claim that Robyn was rushed to the ER following a period of intense physical and emotional stress. Some say she collapsed in her Flagstaff home. Others suggest she had been suffering in silence for weeks before being forced to seek help. Emotional and mental strain? It's no secret that Robyn has been under intense emotional strain for the past year. With the explosive breakups between Cody and his other wives, Christine, Janelle, and Meri, the burden of holding the family together has fallen squarely on her shoulders. As the last wife standing, she's been accused of isolating Cody from his older children, monopolizing his time, and even being the cause of the breakdowns in his other marriages. Add to this the mounting financial struggles, viewer backlash, and family tension, and it's not hard to believe that Robyn's body and mind could only take so much. Still, few expected her collapse to be this severe. The Sin remarks, Janelle&Meri speak out. Janelle's spiritual comments raise eyebrows. In the aftermath of Robyn's hospitalization, Janelle Brown, always the practical and spiritually grounded wife, took to Instagram to share a cryptic quote. "What's done in darkness will be brought to light. Sometimes the body reflects the weight of the soul." The timing of the post was suspicious, especially considering Robyn's medical emergency was breaking news in Sister Wives fan circles. Janelle never mentioned Robyn by name, but her meaning was hard to ignore. The implication? That Robyn's suffering could be a result of her actions, spiritually or otherwise. It was a rare moment of shade from Janelle, who has historically tried to keep her public comments calm and respectful, even amid intense family conflict. But her spiritual reference to darkness and soul weight added fuel to the fire. Meri joins in, sin catches up eventually. If Janelle was subtle, Meri Brown went full force. In a now-deleted comment on a fan's post, Meri allegedly wrote, "You can't build a life on deceit and expect it to stand. Sin catches up eventually. God is patient, but he is just." Many fans took this to be a direct dig at Robyn, referencing long-standing fan theories that Robyn manipulated her way to the top of the family hierarchy, used tears as weapons, and encouraged Cody to sever ties with the other wives. The quote was chilling, and some fans found it even cruel. But others say it's simply a dose of truth, long overdue. Robyn Brown, villain or victim? Years of accusations. Ever since she entered the Brown family, Robyn has been controversial. Though she was initially portrayed as a sweet, spiritual new wife looking to build a strong family, fans quickly noticed troubling patterns. She moved into a new house while the other wives lived in rentals. She insisted on a legal marriage to Cody, displacing Meri's status. She constantly cried during interviews, while also appearing to stir conflict behind the scenes. She was accused of being Cody's favorite and encouraging favoritism. As Cody's other marriages crumbled, many fans blamed Robyn, saying she had manipulated the family dynamic for her own benefit. Whether or not that's fair is up for debate, but there's no question Robyn was at the center of the storm. A lonely throne? Ironically, now that Robyn is Cody's only remaining wife, she seems more miserable than ever. Many viewers noted that in season 18 and beyond, Robyn appeared exhausted, sad, and burdened. She no longer looked like someone who won. Instead, she looked like someone drowning in responsibility and regret. Could her health crisis be symbolic? Or even spiritual? Is this a biblical reckoning? What does sin mean in this context? Janelle&Meri's references to sin and darkness could reflect a deeply spiritual interpretation of what's happening to Robyn. In the context of their Mormon fundamentalist background, sin isn't just personal misbehavior, it's often tied to family unity, betrayal, pride, and failure to uphold one's covenant. If Robyn is viewed, by Meri and Janelle, as someone who helped dismantle the family instead of uniting it, then their belief might be that she is now reaping what she sowed. This is not meant in the sense of gloating, though some fans think Meri's tone was borderline harsh, but rather as a spiritual wake-up call. In this worldview, Robyn's isolation, emotional despair, and now physical illness could be seen as signs that she has fallen out of alignment with God's will. Kody Brown's response, desperate or defensive? While Robyn lay in the hospital, many wondered how Kody was reacting. Sources close to the family claim that he has been completely overwhelmed, even breaking down emotionally while speaking to hospital staff. But some fans have speculated whether Kody now regrets pushing his other wives away. With only Robyn by his side, and her health now in jeopardy, he may be realizing just how much he sacrificed for a relationship that is now spiraling. Others believe Kody is angry, not at Robyn, but at Meri and Janelle for their spiritual attacks during such a vulnerable time. It's clear that the wounds between these ex-wives haven't healed, and Robyn's health crisis has only deepened the divide. Fans react, sympathy or karma? Sympathy from some. Not everyone is celebrating Robyn's collapse. Many fans have flooded social media with get-well messages, noting that health issues are serious, and no one deserves to suffer in this way. "I don't like Robyn, but I would never wish illness on her," one fan wrote. "She's clearly struggling. I hope she recovers and finds peace." Others see irony. Still, a large portion of the fandom sees this as a moment of karmic irony. For years, they believed Robyn manipulated her way to the top, and now she's alone, sick, and suffering, while Christine thrives with David Woolley and Janelle travels with her detox business. "What goes around comes around," one Redditor wrote. "She wanted Kody to herself, now she's got him. Hope it was worth it." What's next for Robyn? Will this be her wake-up call? This health scare could be a pivotal moment in Robyn Brown's life. Will it force her to rethink her choices, her relationships, and her role in the Brown family downfall? Or will it simply reinforce her belief that she's been unfairly targeted? If Robyn is indeed reflecting on the spiritual or emotional root of her illness, she may come out of this more humbled, more open to reconciliation, or more entrenched in her current path. Could she leave the show? There's also the question of Robyn's future on Sister Wives. If her health continues to suffer and the family conflict becomes unbearable, could she walk away altogether? TLC has invested years into Robyn's storyline, but a health battle combined with intense backlash might make the network reconsider how much longer she can or should be involved. Conclusion: the cost of chaos. Robyn Brown's hospitalization is more than a tabloid headline. It's a moment that forces reflection, for her, for Kody, and for the family they once called united. While some believe this is karma or divine justice, others simply see it as the inevitable collapse of a life built on tension, pressure, and isolation. Whether Robyn's condition improves or not, it's clear this family saga is far from over. Janelle&Meri's cryptic spiritual remarks may sound harsh, but they're also coming from a place of pain. They lost a family. They lost trust. And they've spent years watching someone else become the queen of the very castle they helped build. Now, the queen's castle is crumbling. And whether it's due to sin, stress, or something more sinister, the truth is out in the open. The world is watching. The next move is Robyn's. For months, observant fans noticed that Robyn Brown didn't look well. Her once vibrant energy in confessionals was replaced by a drained and gaunt appearance. Dark circles under her eyes, a strained voice, and a seemingly constant expression of anxiety all pointed to someone under immense stress. While TLC never made an official announcement, insiders close to production began to speak quietly about Robyn's deteriorating mental and physical health. Some claimed she was experiencing frequent panic attacks, chest pains, and unexplained fatigue. Others suggested Robyn had become reclusive, rarely leaving the house she shares with Kody Brown, and had cancelled several scheduled interviews and family functions, including Garrison Brown's tribute, which some family members viewed as deliberately disrespectful. Then came the bombshell: Robyn had been hospitalized for what sources are calling a serious but non-life-threatening health emergency. TLC cameras, reportedly filming season 20 at the time, did not follow her to the hospital, a move that many believe was out of respect or fear of further backlash. 2. Why Janelle&Meri believe sin is involved. To fully understand the explosive reactions from Janelle&Meri Brown, we need to rewind to the emotional carnage left behind after the collapse of the polygamous Brown marriage. Janelle's frustration turned spiritual judgment. Janelle Brown, who left Cody in a spiritual separation, has long wrestled with the emotional consequences of Robyn's inclusion in the family. For years, she bit her tongue. But post-separation, she has become more outspoken. Her voice, once measured, now carries the cadence of someone betrayed and exhausted. When news broke of Robyn's hospitalization, Janelle reportedly said in private that what goes around comes around, and even described the illness as karma's justice. In an especially eyebrow-raising comment leaked by a family friend, she allegedly told someone close, "You don't steal a family and expect no consequence. Sin carries a price." Her tone, according to sources, wasn't one of vindictiveness, but stern spiritual belief. Janelle, deeply influenced by her Mormon roots, has begun to interpret the family's crumbling dynamic through a moral lens. She has stopped defending Robyn, and is increasingly vocal about the years of favoritism, manipulation, and alleged deceit. Meri's final straw. Meri Brown's journey is perhaps even more emotionally charged. Once Cody's legal wife, before he divorced her to marry Robyn, Meri has experienced years of public humiliation, neglect, and eventual abandonment. Despite remaining legally single, she held out for reconciliation until she was finally pushed too far. In an Instagram live session days after the hospitalization news surfaced, Meri cryptically said, "God has a way of restoring balance. I don't wish harm, but I won't lie and say I'm shocked." Many fans interpreted this as a veiled reference to Robyn. In private, Meri reportedly went further, saying, "When your whole foundation is built on lies, your body knows. It breaks down. That's not stress, that's spiritual rot." She also allegedly confided in a friend that Robyn's illness is a sign that she needs to repent and come clean. It's no longer just personal for these women. It's theological. It's about justice, and in their eyes, divine reckoning. 3. Robyn's legacy of favoritism and manipulation, what the wives are referring to. Robyn Brown entered the Brown family in 2010, bringing a whirlwind of change. As the fourth and final wife, she didn't simply integrate, she became central. Cody legally divorced Meri to marry Robyn and adopt her 3 children from a previous relationship. He began spending nearly all his time with her, and slowly, the other wives and children were edged out. What initially seemed like a love story later felt, to viewers and family alike, like a takeover. Robyn was accused of manipulating Cody's time and attention, isolating him from the other wives. Creating a financial imbalance, spending more money on her household. Weaponizing tears, often crying in confessionals and appearing to redirect Cody's emotions. Keeping secrets, such as allegedly being the reason the other wives didn't receive equal shares of the Coyote Pass property. All of these accusations are now being reinterpreted by Meri and Janelle through a spiritual lens. They believe Robyn's behavior, rooted in what they view as deceit, envy, and control, was not just damaging, but sinful. 4. The religious weight of sin in the Brown family. Calling something a sin in the context of the Brown family isn't a throwaway line. For decades, they lived under the tenets of the Apostolic United Brethren, AUB, a Mormon fundamentalist sect. While many of the family members have evolved away from that strict religious lifestyle, the language remains powerful. In that worldview, sin isn't just a bad decision, it's a moral violation with eternal consequences. For Meri and Janelle to frame Robyn's illness this way indicates that they see her not just as someone who made mistakes, but someone who actively transgressed divine law. It also suggests they see her suffering as a form of divine justice, something earned, not accidental. 5. Cody Brown's reaction, silent but furious. While Robyn was hospitalized, Cody was reportedly seen entering and leaving the facility multiple times. He hasn't made any public statements, but insiders say he's furious with Meri and Janelle. According to one source, he confronted them both, telling them, "You're disgusting for talking about sin when my wife is in a hospital bed." But others claim this wasn't just about Robyn's health, it was also about control.